What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We are over here at the Walpole Chamber of Commerce show. It is super windy. I do have a new microphone. I'm hoping it works well. I'll find out when I edit. Be super excited to share this one with you. This is their third annual show. They've struggled with weather the last couple of years. Today will be a little challenging too. It's kind of windy. If you can see behind me, it's a bit overcast and it's a little chilly. So I'm hoping they get a decent turnout. We're still very early in the day. The show starts in about a half an hour. This may be a half a dozen cars so far. So I'm hoping they get 50 or 60 cars like they have in the past. Hopefully the weather holds out for them. But we'll share everything we can with you. There's a couple of cars that are really sharp. We'll share those with you. And again, anytime you can get out to one of these Chamber of Commerce or local shows that supports the community, I always try to. So if you can, please come out and support those local shows when you get a chance. We'll come back and shoot everything, show you some cool stuff today. Thanks. With Harry, the president of the Walpole Chamber of Commerce. This is their third show. So Harry, thank you for putting the show on for the community. I know everybody loves it. I know we're kind of fighting weather again a little bit this year, not as bad as the last couple of years, which is good. So you want to tell us a little about the show?
Just again, welcome everybody. This is the 2025 third annual Walpole Classic Car Show, sponsored by the Walpole Chamber of Commerce and the Azure Lodge Freemasonry in Walpole as well. Both nonprofit groups, and we're raising money for our two parts. One is the Walpole Scholarship Fund, and the other is the Children's Fund for the Masons.
Awesome.
So we'll just get everybody out here to enjoy the day. Weather's okay. It's could be a little bit sunnier, but we've got a hot dog truck today. We have an ice cream truck coming, and should be a good show. We're glad to see everybody come out.
And Harry, how could someone support those causes if they weren't at the show today? Is there a way they can reach out to the chamber? What's the best way to do that?
Chamber.org.
Okay.
Is the best way. And then Azure Lodge is on Facebook page. Has got a Facebook page, and they can message us there.
Perfect. And we planning on year 4 next year, same weekend?
Yeah. Usually it's the last Sunday of April.
Okay.
And we should be out again next year as well.
Awesome. Well, hey, Harry, thank you again for what you do, and thank you for the chamber, and it was great seeing you. Thank you. Beautiful Cortez Silver 1970 Monte Carlo. Got a chance to talk to the owner. Really good dude. This car has kind of been a labor of love for him. He's had him for like 8 years. Vegas car. Picked it up in the Midwest, brought it back to New England, so super clean on the top and bottom. Just redid the suspension. What I really like on this car is just the way it sits, right? This is a Monte Carlo color in the silver. I love the Rally Sport wheels. This looks great with the radial TAs. Just a great color. We were looking at this car. We were talking about kind of how underappreciated these cars are, and they really truly are, right? Everyone kind of wants the Chevelles, but what I really like on these early Montes, even before the Montes would get more exaggerated, in this version of the back end, it wasn't quite so long and extreme, so this had a really great proportion. And this was that gentleman's muscle car, right? This is the 402, essentially the 396 that you'd see in the Chevelles, right? It punched out a little bit. This car is really sharp. I love it in the silver and black. It's an automatic. Just a really good looking car, but then you look in the interior, super comfortable, right? These, again, gentleman's muscle cars. All the gauges, the climate control, the big comfy seats, everything about this car just is a really nice driving car, but it's also pretty fun and fast, and it sounded great when we came in, so I wanted to take a look at it when he came in because I just like the way it sat. I'm going to shoot one of my favorite cars of all time, that. 69 Chevelle SS. This car is awesome for a couple of reasons. One is obviously I love the body style. I love the the red line tires on this with the right wheels. But what I love about this, obviously, is it's triple black, right? So we have a black exterior, 396, big block car, black interior, black roof, and it's a 4-speed, guys. So we have a manual 4-speed, triple black. I love the license plate on the car. So you can check it. It says black on black. Super desirable for this year of car. Absolutely stunning. We're going to go back around. You can go through. You're fine. We're going to go back around here and shoot a couple of the C3s. This is some of our, actually all these cars here, we know all the owners here. We've met at a bunch of the shows. So we've got a really nice lineup of Corvettes right here. I know this car did very well at a Nicot last year. Definitely got a trophy. We got this one here. This Mike and I went to Hyde Park Academy together, different years, a little older than I was, but he had the C4 that was really sharp. We used to see at the Friday night shows. Picked up this 25th anniversary. It's cool to see the 25th anniversary and the 35th anniversary next to each other, these special editions. And then we have this 71, which I haven't seen before. 350 car. It's really beautiful color. We were just talking about it. I think the color is just super sharp on this. you know, again, we were talking, he was kind of educating me again. These guys always do a great job of making me smart. So in like 70, 71, 72, you had this more milk crate style fin on the side. You still had the flush mount on the key light we talked about here that would change over in 69. And just, I love the interiors on this car. Super sharp, great color. So just a very cool car. And then our friend Dennis is 67, who drives all the time, which is just a very cool car too. With beautiful lines, just super sharp looking. Everything about this car has always been something, you know, I shared this before, but my favorite thing on this car from Dennis is that he drives it all the time. This is his car, he uses it, this was his dream car. He said once he got it, he was going to use it year round. So if there's not snow on the ground, he's driving the car. Absolutely love it, beautiful looking car. Now, I wanted to shoot this Beetle a little bit too. I saw this Beetle came in, it actually sounded great. I love the style on this car with that convertible style top on it. Obviously a little bigger motor, sounded great. Porsche Futch wheels. The car just looks awesome. This is a really cool looking, you know, kind of almost like a sleeper type 911 build on a really nice looking older Beetle. So very cool. I have to shoot this car because it's one of the coolest cars from the 1980s. 1988 Chevy Corvette, 35th anniversary. Again, when you think of the 80s, like the whole Miami Vice vibe, the white, this is like, to me, this is the exact version. I love these wheels. These wheels only were out for like 2 years. I think they're gorgeous. They call these like the salad shooter wheels. But this car is awesome because it's only got 5,000 original miles. And like I said, the wheels are the cool part, all white on the body. We still had the flat tail lights back then, so we hadn't gone to the squared tail light. So this is more that version of what you'd find on these older Corvettes from that first generation, that C4.1, up until we'd switch over in like 91. But the showstopper in this car is that interior. You know, the white steering wheel, the white leather seats. This is the ultimate version of a C4 from the 80s, so super cool. I do love these 35th anniversary. To see one with 5,000 original miles is super cool. Definitely different that we don't have on our channel a ton. 1992 Rolls-Royce Corniche. There's a couple of things on this car I wanted to hit on that I thought was super cool. The first thing, if you've never seen it, check out these wipers for the headlights. Awesome, like completely Rolls-Royce. The Spirit of Ecstasy badge on here, which is super cool. Again, when do you see these Rolls Royces though? You know, again, these were luxury 6.75 liter. What I loved about Rolls Royce back in the day, before they got into all of the, you know, like everybody else with all the, you know, listen to horsepower ratings, they would just say sufficient, right? That would be the word that Rolls Royce would use on these cars. How much horsepower did it have? It was sufficient. It was fast enough to go down the road. It would handle well. It was designed to be quiet, luxurious, comfortable, and what a cool old school luxury car that's now 33 years old. So super cool. Plus, if we want to talk about luxury, look at this beautiful Continental, suicide doors, the giant wheels. I love the paint on the car. Look at this beautiful interior right here. This car is so cool. I mean, just the lines on this just are amazing. I love everything about the style on this car. Again, I'm not a fan usually of the giant wheels on this car, but for this car it works. That just makes the car look super cool. So I am actually a really big fan of this with those suicide doors. Just a gorgeous looking car. Now there's a Cadillac over here I wanted to go and shoot. So I'm gonna head over here and shoot this Cadillac as well. Again, as we get to the luxury. And you know, you can see obviously a little bit earlier Cadillac than we would have with the Lincoln, but again, these older versions, these luxury cars are absolutely outstanding, guys. Check out, again, I love everything on the style on these cars. You know, look at the ridiculousness of these fins, and I mean that in the best possible way. I mean no insult when I said these fins are ridiculous. They are so cool. Like, again, this was that jet age. You could never have this again. It would be done. You'd never have this level of fin again. Look at me, this Fleetwood is just absolutely crazy. 4 doors, you know, 20 plus feet long, giant fins, beautiful interior, just like we saw, you know, just kind of a different version you would see with the Lincoln. Just an awesome car, super cool. So as crazy as this is a contemporary of my Mustang, right? This is an 87 Porsche 911 SC Targa. I like the color on it. You guys know, again, I'll shut up about the Futch wheels. I just really like Futch wheels. I just think they look great. Some of my favorite wheels in any car. Just looks great on the car. And again, it's so funny, like this would have been completely different stratosphere. This car is, you know, triple the price of what my car would have been back then. But what's interesting, these were obviously great handling cars. Super fun, rear engine, air cooled, very nice. I do want to come over and shoot this hot rod though. I saw it come in. What a beautiful car right here. These look like the maybe Foose wheels. Beautiful big Chevy motor in here. I love it, but what I like about this car is I like how the paint really integrates with the style on the car. It's just a beautiful blue. Running boards look great, giant rear wheels, beautiful interior. So, you know, just everything on this, the body lines are just amazing on this. I like to try to find things that just really flow together, and that really does look immaculate. Those body lines just absolutely look great. I do want to go through, I'm going to just quickly run down the line on this side here too, because I'm not going to shoot everything. A bunch of these cars I've shot before, but we'll do one quick walk down the line and just hit everybody's stuff here so they can see their stuff in the show here. You saw me hit a bunch here. We shot this Bonneville really pretty. Obviously my Fox is here. This very cool, like ZZ Top themed hot rod. I think I shot this at a show last year. I just think it's pretty neat. This is just, again, you know, that color. This is pure late 80s, early 90s. The wheels scream out that. The chrome, everything that's set up, though, everything with the way this car is built is a tribute to those old cars. And I like the little tiny wipers. We have another more traditional hot rod right next to it, which is pretty cool. In the yellow, right, again with the Chevy motor. I love this truck. I'm pretty sure I shot this last year, but I do want to hit it one more time. This gives me complete total Fall Guy vibes. This car is gorgeous. This truck absolutely is one of my favorites. I see it up here a couple times. There's like a red 77 Ford F-250, and then there's this Silverado that I see, and they're my two favorites I see at the car shows. They're absolutely incredible, super fun. I got a little story I want to share on this Suzuki Samurai. So driving home from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, back to Massachusetts with a friend of mine. He had a Suzuki Samurai. We were driving one of these back. I'm probably 200 pounds, he's 200 pounds. We're driving, the rear axle lets go. We lose like a rear wheel in Connecticut on the highway. We had a firefighter pull over, help us. He actually had a junk one in his yard. We went to his house and we changed the axle in the backyard of a firefighter's house on a 3-day leave in one of these little Suzuki Samurais. He drove it back. We drove it all the way back to North Carolina, no problem. This car was scary as hell on the highway, and the memories I have of driving 12 or 13 hours in these trucks back then, I will never forget, and it was just super cool, but I haven't seen one of these in such a long time, so I wanted to share that. Try to go through and hit this one last row. Unfortunately, the weather has started to turn on us a little bit. We're starting to get a little bit of rain here. I don't think we're going to have much of a crowd here much longer, so I'm going to go through and hit this last little bit of cars on the way over, and then we're gonna kind of call it and head back out. I've told you guys, I love these old style industrial trucks. I think it's just super cool, but you can see we're getting some rain on here. These old Wagoneers. This beautiful 57 Olds, we shot this before, but this paint is just phenomenal. The under the hood on this is incredible. Liskey's bagging it up for the day, so we'll put that one. But I want to shoot it some more than another show. Everything about this car is just stunning. This car was custom made 10 years ago. Like the 502, beautiful color and paint, just awesome.
Oh, come on.
This is pretty neat too, though. You don't really get a lot of these, you know, mid-70s, you know, this body style here. So this is the GMC Sprint. This would be the El Camino comparison. This is the Laguna. And this is pretty neat. This is a 74. You know, these are right after when you know, these would change over, and these cars sold like crazy, but there's not a ton of them that are still left. This is the Chevelle from a little later. And again, you don't see a lot of these together. Very rarely to see a bunch of these. So it's pretty cool. It's a beautiful old Chevy right here in the color, and then we've shot this truck many times. All right. I do want to take a look at this split bumper Camaro. It's really sharp.
I sacrifice anything
All right, guys, like I said, the weather is unfortunate again this year, but these guys are great. You heard at the beginning, this is a show that is brought together for charity, so try to get here if you can. There's a decent amount of cars. The weather wasn't ideal. They always do something early in the year, which is probably the right thing to do, but again, when you're doing that, you're dealing with some of the weather challenges they bump into. So guys, that's it. I should be over at the Bass Pro Shop this upcoming Thursday, so I look forward to seeing you there. For anyone that I missed your car here, sorry about that. I try to get around and talk to as many folks as I could. I hope you all have an awesome week. If you haven't done it so far, please hit the like and subscribe, and we'll talk to everybody really soon. Thanks, everybody.